This is the productivity system that you need if you want to hit your goals by the end of 2024. Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how I set my 12-week goals, determine the inputs needed to reach them, and the app that I use to keep track of it all. Let's check it out. First off, full credit for these systems goes to Matt Shields and Matthew Larsen. Both are amazing dudes with incredible YouTube channels. They'll be linked in the description below. So this is our 12-week plan. The 12-week plan breaks down into 3 major achievements you want to have completed by the end of 12 weeks. For each achievement, you break it down week by week. So you've got 12 weeks going all the way down here. Each week is broken down into 2 major goals. So goal 1 and goal 2. You then break these goals down into 4 separate actions that you can take. So what are 2 actions for this goal that I can take to reach it by the end of the week? So for launching and scaling the company, there's a number of setup tasks I have to complete, and I've got to start outreach and content around the offer and get some market feedback. I also want to be constantly learning about what I'm doing, so more research on Shopify CRO. And to complete that task, I can find courses and YouTube videos and study them, and I can test with brands I've worked with in the past. These are the first week of setting up this company. This is what I'm going to be involved in doing. So this is week 1. Week 2 is going to be the same, but week 3 I'm changing it up. By week 3, I expect to have all these tasks completed. So now I'll be moving on to scaling outreach. That means I want to get 2 meetings per week. To do that, I'll DM 50 prospects and send 500 cold emails a day. I'll follow up twice per week. Continue to level up my knowledge. Again, the same, finding courses and testing with existing brands. I'll do this for 12 weeks. And if I do that for 12 weeks, it is unreasonable to believe that I will not complete my main task of 10K a month. The same thing over here, 1,000 TikTok and YouTube followers. So goal 1 for the week is 2,000 short form views, ideate for an hour a week, record for 1 hour every day and post 5 videos a week. 1,000 long form views, post 2 videos a week and record for 1 hour every day. This is the same all the way down because this is all it's going to be needed to achieve 1,000 TikTok and YouTube followers by the end of those 12 weeks. And finally, for me, it's stop being a fat piece of shit. So work out, stick to it 3 times a week, stay in a calorie deficit, lose fat, do cardio every day, and only eat meals I bought from a meal prep company. This is your overall guiding light on this whole journey. This is where you want to put your main goals and the inputs you are going to need to take in order to achieve those goals. Now, in order to make this easier to stick to and to follow, I'm going to show you the app that I use that has made this way easier and has allowed me to manage multiple jobs and running an agency at the same time. This is Motion. Motion is an AI calendar and scheduler. It also is a project manager and a booking system. Motion is incredibly powerful, but essentially what you want to do with this is you want to schedule out every single thing you're going to do every single day. You'll have a number of non-negotiables, and then you'll have some tasks that Notion will auto-schedule for you that you'll set deadlines for that you have to complete within a certain time period. So you can essentially set the tasks you need to complete for the first, say, 2 weeks of your 12-week plan, and Notion will auto-schedule them for you, and you can set deadlines so that once they're completed, then they're taken off the calendar. Some of these are scheduled to take place at the same time every day, so every morning I'll wake up, I'll exercise, I'll eat breakfast, I will shower, and then after that, I kind of have it set that some of these are set as set times. So for instance, every morning I will wake up at 9 a.m. I will exercise, I will eat breakfast, I will shower, I will complete some tasks inside Client Ascension where I'm the head expert coach, and then I'll write for half an hour a day. Those things all take place around the same time and they continue on. Now, these are the weekends, so these don't apply, but those are set tasks that I will complete at the same time every single day. Everything after that, these along here, for instance, are all set up to be tasks that Notion will auto schedule for me. So it will read my calendar, see what times I have things set for, and then arrange my day for me. You can also, of course, set the hours you want to work, time gaps before and after events or tasks or meetings, everything like that. Now, Notion also works great for teams. It has a project management system that essentially replaces something like Trello. So for instance, in here, this is for my company Innovative. This is a number of to-dos and a number of completed tasks. So you can see here a number of things that we have to get done, and I can assign these to different people, and Notion will auto schedule this on both my calendar and my teammates' calendar. You also have your private tasks that are just for you. This is where you'll set recurring tasks and daily things you have to get through. You can organize them by priority. You can set the status whether they're completed or not, or if they're still in the to-do section. You can view this in a list view like this, or in a Kanban view, so you can see what you have to move across. For instance, I'm shooting YouTube content right now, so I can click in here. I can set it to completed, click save, and it'll be removed from my list of tasks to complete. I'm gonna go back to the calendar, that'll be gone. So that's the basic idea behind, or it's marked completed there, you can see. So over here on this side is where you have your daily tasks. If so, you're past due on something, for instance, you can resolve it by clicking this. It'll show you what you still have to do. You can either extend the deadline or you can mark it as completed. So this is completed, and this one I'm actually going to extend the deadline on this until, let's say, Friday. Yep, saved. So now that is no longer past the deadline. So then everything is completed. And this makes it super easy just to plan out your day and get everything done on time. Over here is the booking section. This essentially replaces an app like Calendly, something you would use to book people in on a certain call. You can even embed it on your website or send people a link. For instance, say I'm DMing a prospect and they're trying to figure out a time that works for them, and I want to tell them when they're available to meet. Instead of just sending them a Calendly link, which should be kind of impersonal, you can actually generate a message. In this message, you can set the date range in which you're available until, and then it'll create this message here, what any of these times work for a 3-minute meeting, and set the time zone. It'll give them all the times. You can even make the time slots clickable so they can click into them and book them directly, or they can book the page here. Overall, Notion is an incredibly powerful tool that helps keep you aligned with what you need to do to reach your 12-week goals. It also helps you realize that you're probably not using all the hours of the day you think you are. You might think you worked for 6 hours, but if you were to actually look and think about what you've done, it was probably maybe on 1 or 2 tasks. Whereas if you set up specific time blocks that say you have to do this thing during this time and it's completed, you know that that's what you did in that time frame. It essentially means that you've got no free time throughout the day in which you're not actually doing anything, but you think you're working or being productive. It makes every minute count. By combining the 12-week plan and Motion, it allows you to reach your goals at a record pace. Before I started using Motion, my day was significantly more disorganized. I constantly felt like I was catching up on things, or I didn't have enough time, and I didn't really know what I was going to be doing the next day. Now I've got a set of actions that I have to take every single day that I know are going to help me reach my goals. That's a quick look into the productivity system I use to manage multiple agencies and jobs. I really think that scheduling everything you do every day with set habits and times is the quickest way to achieve your goals. Again, full credit for these systems goes to Matt Shields and Matthew Larsen. Check out their YouTube channels in the description below, as well as a link to the template for the 12-week stretch goals created by Matt Shields. See you in the next video. Peace.